What? Autumn flavor bath bombs in pumpkin pie and apple cider? You want to learn how to make it? Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, I'm Sherry, and this is Buddy, top dog of Lucky Dog Creations. Hello friends. Today we're going to be doing a DIY bath bomb. And sticking with the autumn theme, I'm going to be making two kinds. I'll be making a pumpkin pie and an apple cider. And I'll be using the silicone molds. And the pumpkins will be the pumpkin pie and the leaves will be the apple cider. So let's get started, shall we? So what we need to do the bath bombs is 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, 1/2 cup Epsom salt, 1/2 cup cornstarch, 5 teaspoons water, and I already have it in my cup, 1 teaspoon vitamin E oil, 2 teaspoons of essential oil, and several drops of coloring. So the first thing you want to do is dump your dry ingredients in a big size bowl. The 1 cup baking soda and 1/2 cup citric acid. And citric acid and baking soda mixed with water is what makes the bath bomb fizz. 1/2 cup Epsom salt and 1/2 cup cornstarch. And then you want to go ahead and stir that until it's fully mixed together. And I'll be doing 2 different batches. So I can do the first one will be the pumpkin pie and then the second one will be the apple cider. Alright, so the first thing for the wet ingredients is the 5 teaspoons of water, which I already have in my glass. And then we'll take the 1 teaspoon of vitamin E oil and dump that in there. And 2 teaspoons of the pumpkin pie scent. And you can make, add vanilla, and then you'd kind of have like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. The sky's the limit with your ideas. And then you want to go ahead and add your coloring. I'm just using liquid colorant. And I'm going to add yellow and red to get orange. And then give it a stir until you have the color that you want. You can add, more or less. I think I'll add a little bit more yellow to make it a lighter color. And a lot of times this will be lighter than what it looks like when you add it to the... Actually, I think I'll go ahead and leave it like that, because when you add it to the dry mix, the color is lighter. So now the important part is that you want to go ahead and put your wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, and you have to do that slowly and very carefully, because once the liquid hits the dry mix, hits the citric acid and the baking soda, it can start to fizz, and the more it fizzes, the less it's going to fizz when you put it in your bath water. So I take a little tablespoon here and pour that in there. And I take my whisk, and then I will slowly pour just a drop or two and then quickly whisk. And I continue doing that until it is all added and incorporated. And then you want your mix to be the consistency of damp sand. And I will continue this, and I will be back. Okay, so we are almost at the end of adding the liquid ingredients. It does smell really good though. I wish you could smell it. And if your mix is too dry, you can take a spritz bottle with witch hazel and put a little spritz in there and stir and put a little bit more spritz until it's consistency that you want. And witch hazel is better for that because it is less likely to activate than regular water. And depending on your altitude and your humidity, your liquid ingredients may be a little bit different. You might have to adjust it. This recipe works great for where I live, which is high elevation and low humidity. Okay, so it is fully stirred. Let's check out the consistency. And if you squeeze it and it can retain its shape, it is the perfect consistency. So we'll go ahead and take our silicone mold, and you can use all sorts of different types of molds. You can use the metal molds. They do have a different drying time, so you have to adjust for that as well. But you want to go ahead and put it in your mold, and you want to pack it down really good because you want it nice and packed tight so it will stick together. And I'll try not to get any in my leaves because those are going to be the apple cider ones. And I'm not very, I'm pretty sloppy, let's put it that way. And you want to make sure that it is clear to the top so you have a full mold. All right, I'll go ahead and fill the rest. All right, so it made 6 pumpkin pie bath bombs, or you can use them in the shower and have them as shower steamers. They are flat so they can lay at the bottom of the shower. I'll go ahead and get started on the apple cider ones. Okay, so the second bunch is actually going to be a lot quicker because I already have the dry ingredients dumped into the bowl, which is 1 cup baking soda, 1/2 cup citric acid, 1/2 cup Epsom salts, and 1/2 cup cornstarch. So we'll go ahead and mix that up, make sure it is completely well mixed. And for the wet ingredients, we are going to have the 5 teaspoons of water. And you can do more oil if you'd like, and no oil, however you want to do. This just works for me as long as it equals out to be 6 teaspoons. And then 1 teaspoon of vitamin E oil. Okay, 2 teaspoons of apple cider. And I spilled a little bit there. My table's going to smell good. And then I'm going to go ahead and use green colorant for like green apples. And I don't have any apple molds, so I'm going to put them in the leaf molds. And you put as much as you want. Just remember that it will be lighter when it's mixed with the dry ingredients. So if you want it darker, go ahead and add more. But remember, the more liquid you add, the more runnier that the mix will be, and it may not set up in your molds. But I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and again, remember that we are going to add just a little bit at a time so it will not fizz. So we just add a little and stir. Little and stir. And I will be back when it is all mixed in. All right, so it is all mixed. It's kind of a light green. If you want it darker, you can add like mica powders, but you need to be aware that sometimes they do stain your tub. So I like to do the liquid one, even though it's not as vibrant. And there we have it. It is ready. And I'll go grab my silicone mold. And a couple of them have some of the pumpkin in it, so it may be a little speckled when we take it out. And generally you want to use a glass bowl and not plastic when you use essential oils. I only had the one glass bowl. And you can do them in half batches and do them at the same time. Just split the dry ingredients in half and then add your wet ingredients to each one. I wanted to make full batches, so that's why I did it the way I did. So we'll go ahead and put these in the mold. Now the silicone molds generally take overnight to set up. So anywhere, well, I got a little bit of that on my pumpkin. Like I said, I'm pretty sloppy when it comes to that. But anywhere between 18 and 24 hours is usually best. Remember to pack them down tight so they will be a full mold. And I'll go ahead and finish that up. All right, so the apple cider shower steamers or bath bombs are done and put in the molds. I have 3 of the leaf-shaped ones and 4 of these individual square ones. So we'll go ahead and let them dry for 24 hours. I will be back tomorrow to take them out of the mold and to get them packaged up. So I'll see you then. Okay, so it has been 24 hours and these are dry. So let's go ahead and take them out. First one I'll take out will be the pumpkin. Wipe off the excess crumbs. And there you have it. Isn't that cute? And it smells really good. And next will be the apple cider one. It is a leaf-shaped one. Take it out very easily. Wipe off the crumbs. And there you have it. And it smells really good as well. So I'll go ahead and get these all packaged up, and I'll be right back. All right, so they are all packaged up. I have 3 of the pumpkin pie shower steamers, bath bombs. I have 3 of the donut-shaped ones. I have 3 of the apple cider leaf-shaped ones. And then I have 4 of the apple cider square ones. If you like this video and would like to see more like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notices of my future videos. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments and suggestions are always welcome. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.